Hey, what's up ladies and gentlemen, Beaky here with the Untitled Game Show, back once again with another video for you guys today. And I'm about to do something quite new and quite special, at least for me. I'm trying to be dedicated to actually beat my damn video games and to do more reviews. As you guys see, recently I've done reviews of Battleborn, Overwatch, and even come to No Man's Skies. These are games that I've actually beaten, which normally games like these take me forever to get to do a review, but I've actually done it within the month or two of its release. Well, I'm trying to up my game a little bit and try to review a game within about 2 to 3 weeks after actually purchasing the title instead of waiting months to get a review out. To help me on that process, I'm going to start myself a review diary with a game. So today's going to be review diary 1 for Deus Ex Mankind Divided. So this will be kind of like my first impression of the first hour or so of the game. So there will be slight spoilers if you guys don't want to know nothing about the game so far, because I will be talking about story elements, gameplay elements, sound, graphics, and all those things I've experienced with the game so far, with the gameplay you guys are going to see in the background. And this is going to all lead up to me beating the game and having a full review on the channel. If you guys want to see my playthrough so far of the title, I will be uploading the pure gameplay to my second channel that's just called Beaky, B-I-K-I. Links will be in the description to that. So if you guys want to check out just a pure gameplay, no voiceover of the game, it will be over there. So let's just start off with what I've thought about the game so far from the beginning. So the game starts off with a quick little recap of what the world and universe in the Deus Ex franchise is like so far. And I really do like that recap. They even have like a 12-minute video that shows you what happened in the past game, which really reintroduces you to the character Adam Jensen. So it does a really good job of jumping you right back into the franchise and making you know what happened in the past and getting you back started right away. One thing I actually thought was kind of interesting though, as I'm playing on PC right now, all the cutscenes in the game run at 30 FPS, but all the gameplay sequences run at 60 FPS, and there's parts of the game where you will see the character's face, like early on when you're in the chapter, and when you see the, in-game graphics, it looks absolutely amazing. Like the graphics look so good when it's close up on Adam Jensen, the other characters, but there'll be like weird shots of when you see the helicopter, the big open world that is Dubai, outside when he's doing the skydiving, and the buildings just don't look right. Maybe because the game is not really trying to focus you on those buildings and it's a quick little scene. It just did feel really out of place to have this really nice detailed character model and have the buildings and the environment around the character look a little weird. Now this doesn't really last for long, but it was something I very much did notice very out of place, especially since I did start the game over twice. Now this is something you guys will be able to see when you guys watch my pure gameplay on my second channel. I started the game over twice because my first 20 minutes of the game I kind of went pure stealth. It was kind of like I was playing a Metal Gear game. Went with the freaking sniper rifle, went with the tranquilizer, went with everything I could to stay unavoided, and about 20 minutes in I made a mistake and threw a grenade and I kind of slipped up, so I said, you know what, I'm starting over and I'm using a controller, the Xbox One controller, because I was trying to play with the keyboard and mouse. I'm not sure if there's mouse acceleration, but it just feels a little wonky right now, and the layout on the keyboard and mouse was just not right for me. I know you could rebind the keys, but I was not really feeling that right now, so I had to switch over to a gamepad just so I wouldn't make that much mistakes, because I was going for a stealth playthrough. Now, talking about controls though, when you come to the gamepad, I think it's perfectly fine, easy to jump into, and it does give you a lot of options. You can play with traditional like FPS type controls. You could try it with the new Deus Ex controls, which is what I was actually playing with because I wanted to see how they actually implemented it, because that's what they recommend you try out the new thing for this game. The abilities they give you off the bat are pretty cool, from going invisible. They're really well and detailed tutorials. This, compared to No Man's Skies, is like night and day when it comes to tutorial systems. It leads you very into these tutorials and explain step by step on how to do things. I actually wish more games would just do tutorials like these, where they give you options. Do you want to take a little test run at this part of the game? Yes or no, and here are the button prompts you need to do. Here's how to complete the sequence. If you mess up, you could try again. No big deal. I love how they did the tutorials in the game so far. One of the best things that I love about this game, and I just like all games like this, is when you walk up to some enemies and you hear them having a conversation and the voice acting is good, or like it feels like the conversations could actually really happen, especially in the place they are in this world, Dubai. Like you hear mixed English and the foreign language, whatever they're speaking for whatever language that might be. I always just like that kind of feeling in games. The hacking is back. This is something that some people will like, some people won't like. I thought it was perfectly fine. It's quick, simple, to the point. It's going to depend on how you guys want to actually go ahead and level up your augments in the game, because right now in the beginning of the game you have access to a lot of the augments from from the last Deus Ex game. Obviously later on you're obviously going to get new stuff as well, and you might lose some just throughout how the story works. So after getting through the first sequence of like going through the tutorial missions, going through the one little warehouse, we get into more of an action-packed sequence where we get attacked during a chopper segment where I have to go ahead and protect somebody or disable the chopper first, like whichever way is the right way to do it. And I just had it in my mind that I had to kill all the enemies. It didn't really direct me that, hey, if I just not try to protect this guy, not try to kill the enemies, and just go and do the exact objective, like just disable the chopper, it will save the guy and the enemies will stop shooting me. Like, I did not expect that, and I went through this segment about 4 times, but I keep reloading my save because this is just something stuck in my head. I guess this is a Metal Gear thing. Once again, if you're doing a stealth playthrough, you don't want anybody to die of your teammates, and you're trying to stealthily kill out all the enemies, or like, non-lethal. So I was trying to go non-lethal, but I just realized at one point, bro, grab a gun, shoot the enemies, and disable a helicopter and get on my way. This was just something I was not realizing, like, hey, maybe I'm doing it wrong right now, but I guess it doesn't really reward you that much for doing non-lethal through the whole entire thing, because at the end the mission just ended and it didn't say, hey, you did such and such played this way. It's not like it's giving you a ranking at the end of the mission. So at least I know that now for the first playthrough so far with the game, that hey, just do the mission whichever way you need to accomplish it. If you want to do non-lethal for most of it, you can, but if you have to shoot somebody, you're just gonna have to shoot somebody. It's just gonna have to happen. Alright guys, I will say though, everything, I really want to push this. I was playing on a GTX 980 iCore 7 processor, 32 gigabytes of RAM. In game, everything looks great. When you are controlling the characters, it looks just good. I like the things you'll pick up. It's like they went really details on the level. The cloth you will see flying in the background. It's just that some things with the cutscenes just look really weird. But at least, if anything else, the up close and personal face scenes are really great. When you get to the segment, when you get to the train section, you're talking to the girl, you're walking along, seeing the other characters interact with each other, the NPCs that you might only see once in the game. It's all really good. And it ended off with a really cinematic moment, and it actually choked me up. This is real true, guys. A game beginning choked me up. You get to a little segment where there's a terrorist bombing, and there's a little boy screaming in the background. Adam Jensen goes over to the little boy saying, help, help. There's a big old rock right there. He lifts up the rock, and I know what's going to happen. There's going to be somebody under the rock dying. I thought it was going to be some gruesome scene where they're going to lift it up and like, oh, look, gamers could handle it big. But no, it's just this mother holding out her arm, and it just limps away while the little boy there's crying, and Adam Jensen puts his glasses on like he's about to shed a tear. And I actually said, damn, that's kind of messed up, man. It kind of choked me up for a moment. And that's good that the game just began. I haven't even been able to make any dialogue choices yet, really, and I'm already going ahead and really feeling choked up about some of the decisions, some of the way the game's actually playing out already, just for the first hour or so of me playing through the game. I'm already way into the gameplay part of it, as you guys already said, going non-lethal, mostly what I'm doing right now. When I get augments, I'm definitely going to be going through that stuff, trying to get headshots with that tranquilizer sniping. Was really fun. So I can't wait to see what else the game has to hold for me. I'm hoping that you guys will stick with me with this little diary, letting you guys know what I think about the game as I play through it throughout the next few days. I'm actually really hoping to get it done within the next, like I said, week or two, if not sooner. I don't know how long the full game is, but like I said, I'm going to try to actually finish these games I buy. I have a really bad habit of playing games for 3 to 6 months. Like, I had not beat Fallout 4 yet, just because I just kind of want to make it extend. I have not beat Witcher yet. So enough of that. I buy these games, time to actually beat these games. So Deus Ex Mankind Divided, I'm beating you, and this is my day 1 of my review diary. So hopefully the game continues to impress me on the way to being fully reviewed in a week or so. Till next time, guys, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and leave your own opinions on the game so far in the comment section below. Peace out.